Hi guys, get ready with me for my first full day in Turks and Caicos. If you can't tell, I lost my voice, or I'm basically losing my voice. I got sick right before the trip started. And there are so many girls on this trip. I feel like every time I try and speak to someone, I sound just so stupid. And I get so embarrassed to speak, but it is what it is. I swear I only get sick when I have a bunch of stuff to do. Not only did I have this trip I was going on, I had a photo shoot, I had all these interviews, and it's also finals week, so I had this final presentation that I couldn't do because I literally, again, could not speak. But I'm just really happy that we made it. I went for a swim last night in the water. Oh my gosh, the water, it's like Gatorade water here. It's so nice. I think today right now I'm getting ready because we're doing a puppy yoga lesson, I think. And then we're having a beach day, and so I'm gonna tan and just relax in the water. Also, this is my first time putting on makeup in probably 2 to 3 days because I have had no motivation at all to put on any makeup. I have been looking like a bum. I've also been breaking out so much, just like I said, because I've been sick. So I'm putting on a lot more concealer than I usually do. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Also guys, I got my nails redone, and this is builder gel, which is so weird. It's so weird because it's this is my real nail. I know they're not that long, but they're definitely gonna get longer in the next couple of weeks. I'm really excited to start my builder gel journey because it's gonna be nice and long soon. And it also just makes me feel so much better knowing the fact that they're so much healthier for my nails, and the fact that these are literally just my nails and there's no extensions or anything like that. We're going jet skiing tomorrow, and I'm so excited. Jet skiing is one of my favorite summer activities to do, and I can't wait. Also guys, look at how pretty this Tarte palette is. It smells so good too. It smells like chocolates. I have all this new makeup I get to play with and try out. I'm so excited. The weather here is so perfect right now. I can't wait to tan later and get my tan lines back. I've been feeling so pale this winter, and this is the perfect time. As in perfect timing to get a tan. Look at that water. Also, I have been drinking tea nonstop with honey and lemon. I've been drinking ginger tea as well. I've been literally doing everything I can to help my cough, but clearly it's still not going away. So anyone has any other tips, let me know. I've seen this palette all over TikTok, and I'm really excited to use it. It's 4-in-1 basically. I'm just gonna swirl my whole brush in there. Hopefully that wasn't too much. And I'm just gonna really put it all over my face. Woo. Okay, I'm trying out this Tarte glow wand stick for the first time. I wanted to use the contour, but I forgot. I'm using the blush and putting it on top of my powder, just whatever. This blush also looks Georgina. Okay, makeup is done.
And people call you that phrase that they use too often, I think, it girl.
Right.
Do you like it or hate it?
Hey guys, get ready for me to get my nails done while I talk about why I think it's best to keep things to yourself while in a relationship. And this is based off experience. So I used to tell people whenever me and my boyfriend were having problems, and I would say some stuff. Obviously nothing crazy, but whenever I would tell this one person something, they would go and twist it and then tell him something totally different than what I said. And it was just so weird because then it started it created more problems. This one time I told this person, hey, please don't say anything. I don't want him to know about this. Okay, and I know that sounds really unloyal and it sounds like I'm hiding stuff, but it wasn't anything like that. It was something more personal. And then that person went and told him, and then he texted me about it and told me who told him. And that's not even the first time. It's happened so many times. And it's just crazy because I'd be talking about something that's bothering me or ranting, and then they would go switch up my words and go and tell him. And it was someone I thought I trusted too, but it's fine. There's no beef or no bad blood, but I just think it's best to keep things to yourself, especially when arguing because it causes less problems. And I've noticed a drastic change in it too. Literally anytime I feel ranting, I go in my notes and start typing everything. And it's just so much better that way because it can't get back to anybody. It can't get twisted. It's my words and my words only. And only I know about it. So it's just better that way. And maybe this is already known and it's a known fact to keep things to yourself. But we're all like still young and we're all experiencing new things. But I think like keeping to yourself is super important. Also, another thing, say like you rant to your friends about the problems you have and it's like the only time you talk about him is whenever you guys have problems. It's gonna make them like view that person a different way and not see like the good things and not like see any of that. Because most of the time I feel like whenever girls talk about like stuff they're having with their boyfriend, it's always problems or issues. And then their friends influence them to break up with him because they don't see the good or like they don't hear any of that. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. But I feel like teenage girls can be so influenced by their friends all the time. Same goes with guys. And it just like causes an impact on the relationship, which is why it's better to keep to yourself. But if you do like choose to want to rant about your boyfriend to somebody, I feel like they shouldn't go and tell them just because like you chose to trust that person and then they go and betray your trust by telling him stuff. And what's worse is like twisting it. So I just think in general it's kind of weird. But like also you can prevent that from happening by not saying anything to them. Anyways, I'm about done grooming and I'm really excited to get a touch up on my nails because they look like crap. Anyways, bye. Love you guys.
Hey guys, I'm better. Well, I'm not 100%, but I'm better. Whatever it was that I had, I do not wish that on anyone. Well, I'd wish it on a few, but, you know. Anyways, get ready with me. I'm going to college. I've literally missed 2 days college, which is so unlike me. In high school, yeah, I don't think I missed a single day off for being ill. I probably missed like a day off for a holiday, but never a day off for being ill because I'd always just firm it. But that was dreadful. Like when I'm waking up in the middle of the night crying my eyes out, I know it's done for me. Like I'm literally cooked. But I'm better now. And yesterday my mum did my hair for me like this, so that my hair wasn't in my face, making me sweat more. And I'm fine, but I'm just gonna leave it in because I actually CBA doing my hair. I'm just gonna leave it in because I have a party to go to on Saturday. So I'll try leave it in till Saturday. I might even no, I won't. I was going to say I might put the back bit in a bun, but I'm not doing that. Anyway. Whew, all that talking just got my energy out. I still don't feel like 100%. I feel like I have a really, really, really mild cold. Like, all that's going on is I have a headache. And it hurts to, like, do this. I can't decide whether I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream or the Tatcha, I don't even know, Tatcha Dewy Cream, I think that's what it's called. I think it might be the Tatcha one. This one's so expensive, you know, this was like £20 and I think it's like 15 millilitres. To be fair, so is the Tatcha one. The Tatcha one's like £60 for the top. I think that's probably the same. The other day I was actually debating, whoa, this is nearly gone. I was actually debating nearly buying DB tickets. I'm so glad I didn't. Well, I had no one to go with, so that's why I didn't, but I'm so glad I didn't because I would have been so ill and I wouldn't have been able to go. Anyway, I'm ready. I don't start college till 1 and it's literally 20 to 11, so I'm going to do some work on my computer here and then I'm just going to leave and get there in time, but I'm literally only in for 2 hours. Is it even worth the drive? Because the drive there is like, it'll be like half an hour. The drive back will be about an hour because it's in rush hour. Whew.
You guys have no idea what the past 24 hours have looked like. I'm down better. I just came back and Ashton is drawing me a bath and she made me soup. This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. So first of all, Ashton and I are coming to New York. I have a really, really big work week, like stuff I have been working on for the past 2 years. We are shooting and doing this week. We landed here last night and me and Ashton are like, let's get some sushi. Well, that was a bad idea because I got food poisoning. I'm not sure, I've only gotten sick from food once before or if it's a stomach bug, but right after eating, I kind of just had this feeling of like, ooh, for like an hour and a half, and I kept telling Ashton, like, I don't feel good. Like, I really don't feel good. Like, I feel like I have to puke, and she was like, can you stop being dramatic? And I threw up a tiny little bit, and then I was like, maybe that was it. Like, I don't know. We went in Ashton's bed, and I was like, Ashton, can you get me a trash can, like, to put next to the bed? I just don't feel good. And she was like, you're being so dramatic. She gets me this trash can, and I kid you not, I was like, and I get up, running, just spewing in this trash can. I was in the bathroom, like, I think everything that was inside of my stomach came out of me. So mind you, this is like 10:30 p.m. I didn't stop puking until like 2:30 in the morning. Straight, like, my stomach, it was the worst pain my stomach's ever been in. It was over the side of the bed into this trash can. I was curled up in a ball. I had a heating blanket on me because I was shivering. I had Pepto-Bismol, that came right up. I took a Zofran, that came right up. And the cherry on top is that I had to be up at 5:30 a.m. for glam because I had a day from 8:30 a.m. until I just got home 6:30, where I was talking to different press outlets, doing social videos and photos and things all day nonstop. I'm sitting in bed like, oh my gosh, I can't miss out on this day tomorrow. Like, I don't think I've ever had a day this big in my life, and I'm freaking out. It was crazy. Like, I ruined the side of Ashton's bed. I'm so sorry. And so anywho, I really wanted to cancel on the day, obviously, because I like did not feel good, but I was like, I gotta go. So I woke up 5:30 a.m. in glam. I sat there under this blanket getting an IV, and I went there today. All I was able to stomach was a saltine cracker and like a little bit of a banana and a smoothie. So we're gonna have some chicken soup, and I just cannot believe that that was the day that I just had. And I just put on a front all day and a smile and was like, no one is gonna know. So this is why this is the biggest treat in the world. And I have another full day of things tomorrow, so we are going to sleep and get some rest. Bye.
I achieved a lot of my delusional dreams this year, so we're gonna get ready together and I'm gonna tell you how I did it. Most of my dreams are very big and lofty, and to the average Joe might be seen as impossible, out of reach, just delusional. And if you're in the same boat as me, I'm sure you've heard it 1,000 times. So the first step to achieving these things is to not listen to those people. Think about it, if you tell someone who did achieve it, they would never say that to you. I always tell myself if it's happened before, I can make it happen for myself, which is probably super delusional, but like, that's how you get shit to happen. Okay, number 2, do not tell everyone and their mother what you're going for. And I don't mean like your mom or your best friend. Like, I tell my mom, my boyfriend, and my best friends like everything. I mean, like at social gatherings where you're with acquaintances and they ask you like, what's your next move? You don't have to tell them. And that's what I mean when I say like, move in silence. Which leads me to my next point: stop giving a fuck about what other people think of you. You don't have big dreams for other people. Like, when you accomplish the things you want to accomplish, it's gonna be like a personal gratification feeling, not like Sally next door thinks I'm so cool. Now that I said that, I actually don't know what my next door neighbor's name is. Next, always continue to absorb and learn things. Just because you graduated or just because you're not in school at the time or whatever, it doesn't mean that you need to stop learning. Learning is always good, and you need to keep yourself like one step ahead. Read articles, do research, even doom scroll if you consider that research for what you're trying to achieve. Just make sure you're learning new things, at least one new thing like every day. Consistently working out has also made such a huge difference in my life this year. I've done like workouts here and there in my life, but I've never stuck to like one thing, and this year I started doing solid core, which I know can get like super pricey, but having something where I have to show up for myself every single day and it's a requirement for myself was so impactful to like my mindset, which in turn made me just that much more motivated to achieve things for myself. One of the hardest things for me to learn this year was probably taking breaks. Just as much as it is important to turn your brain on and have it on and follow your dreams and work hard and do all these things, it's also important to turn it off and just be. I had a really hard time figuring out what it was I had to do to recharge, and I did get very burnt out at times. I did crash out a couple of times, and I'm still figuring it out, and that's okay. Another thing that was really hard for me that I had to learn was that just because you have a bad day doesn't mean you failed at your goal. No process is perfect, but every process is a learning experience. And also, when you do have a good day, make sure you take a step back, have gratitude for what made that day good and the progress that you made. Like, I could not have launched a brand if I didn't have a roof over my head. And while you're working towards something under that roof, just realize that that roof over your head is probably someone else's big and lofty dream. I've also always believed that what you put out will come back to you, like energy wise. I know everyone believes different things, but remember to just support others, especially the ones that are supporting you. There is enough success in this world to go around for you to be happy for your friends and family. I promise you guys that your time will come. Mine might not have even come yet, but these are just things I did this year to set me like on the right track of achieving more. I love you guys, and I wish you all the best and all the success to come in the new year. Bye.
See, Bella, like, you're so naturally beautiful. Babe, I'm wearing about 8 products on my face right now, but somehow whenever I wear this look, I always get so many compliments on how naturally beautiful I look. So if you want to learn how to recreate this bare face but better makeup look, then keep watching this video, because I absolutely love wearing this no makeup look to school. It's so easy, and I feel like it suits everyone. The first step to my super secret bare face makeup look is an actual bare face. If you know me, you know I am a huge lash cluster fiend, but let's be for real. Lash clusters don't always look super super real. So for this look, I'm swapping out my usual lash clusters for a mascara, and not just any mascara, but a brown mascara. My favorite one is from Ilia. This one is called the Limitless Lash Mascara, and it literally has two sides of the brush. So one side you can see here is a little bit smaller, and this is for the volume, to add volume into your lashes. And this side, make sure that your lashes don't clump at all and they all stay nice and separated. And it's not a black color, it's almost like slightly dark brown. Before I go in with my brown mascara, I'm going to use a lash curler to curl up my lashes first. This one in particular is from Shiseido. I just really like this one in particular because it gets super duper close to my root. Like, look how good that curl is. It literally curls my lashes perfectly at the root. Now I'm going in with my Ilia mascara, and I'm first going to use the volumizing side. So this one is the shorter side, and I'm going to start at the root and really get my mascara all up in there and then brush out. And I'm going to repeat this for the first coat, and I'm only going to be using the volume side. But overall, for the first coat, I'm really focusing on getting the lashes nice and thick. Can you guys even believe that this is one coat of mascara? Look at my natural lashes and look at the first coat. But once that has dried a little bit, I'm going to go in with the second side, the one with the little pricklies. I'm going to make sure to really separate my lashes and make sure that they're nice, long, luscious, and curled up. And now that I've finished my top lash, I'm just going to go in on the bottom lash and dust it a little bit. And I'm only going to do one very light coat like that. I really like the brown because I feel like it brings out my eyes a lot more. And it just looks very soft and very natural. Next, I'm going in with a concealer that isn't a perfect skin tone match. You want your concealer to be a little bit lighter than your actual skin tone. I'm only going to put a little bit underneath my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit kind of on like my smile lines. You want to make sure to blend this out a lot so it really blends in and melts into your skin. If I'm being honest with you, I am a sleep deprived girly, so we need to make sure that our under eyes are nice and bright. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer and a little bit. You guys know I love to contour my face, but for my no makeup look, you want to be very subtle with it. I'm going to put a little bit under my cheekbone. Not a lot, just a nice natural flush on both sides. Then I'm going to put a little bit along my hairline because one, I have a huge forehead, and two, my forehead is naturally darker than the rest of my skin, which sounds really weird, but we do want to serve bare face, and normally my forehead is darker than the rest of my skin anyway, so I feel like that's a lot more realistic. I'm going in a little bit on the chin and bring it down through my neck to make sure it all blends out, and then just the smallest amount on the sides of my nose. Next, I love using kind of a baby pink blush, but for today we're going to use something a little bit more suited for my skin tone because we do want to serve no makeup, so I'm using this little peachy color today, and I'm going to put the smallest bit, literally the tiniest bit, on the apples of my cheeks, a little bit on the nose, and a little bit on the forehead and the chin. I do have naturally lighter brows, and so I'm going out of a dark brown shade to kind of match the eyelashes. Then I'm taking a simple brow gel and just brushing them ever so slightly up. You do not want to use a brow wax or any kind of brow soap to stick them to your face because you still want them to look fluffy and natural, period. Everyone thinks that in order to serve a bare face, you need to add gloss, but personally, I find that for the best bare makeup look, you want your lips to kind of look like the same texture they are naturally. You just want them to look like my lips, but better. I'm using the Makeup by Mario lip liner in the shade Lauren, and I'm ever so slightly going to line my lips very carefully. Then my super secret to a bare face is the Flower Nose kind of velvety lip cream. It's very, very soft and slightly sheer, and voila, that is my perfect no makeup look to still look like you but feel so refined and so clean, girl. Tag me if you try it, but I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for getting ready with me, and all the products I use in this tutorial are linked in my LTK and my Amazon storefront. I'll put details in the caption. Bye guys.
Good morning, and let's get ready for the day. I've been loving these toner pads. I should just keep them at my desk at this point because I have them in my little like skincare drawer over there, and so every single time I want to use them I have to get up and go get them. That just made me sound so lazy, I'm sorry. Today's my off day, so I don't have Today I have a lot of work to do, unfortunately, even though it's my off day. I need to work on my essay, and then I also need to study because I have a quiz next Tuesday. I'm just a little stressed because I have this quiz, and then I also need to work on my essay. and then I have an essay after that. And the thing is, the essays aren't due until January, but I really don't want to do any schoolwork while I'm on break. Like, I want to do the least amount of schoolwork possible, which is why I'm trying to finish the first essay by the end of this week, so that I can start and hopefully only like touch up and finish the second essay when I'm on it. We actually do have some sun today, which is really nice because I'm pretty sure we had sun yesterday, but on Monday there was absolutely no sunlight. Like, I still need to pack my makeup and my skincare. I feel like that will be easy because I have so much makeup back at home as well, so I'm only bringing like some of my favorite products. I have an Amazon package coming in tomorrow, and I'm genuinely so excited because I ordered a bunch of fun things. Well, I ordered some boring stuff too, like creatine, because I desperately needed creatine and it was on sale for like Black Friday, so I was like, I might as well. I ordered that, but I also ordered some eye patches because I've been obsessed with using eye patches. Oh, I should have done them today. And I've heard the brand Grace and Stella is really good, so I got a huge pack of those. I'm talking 72 pairs. And then I also got a new makeup bag because I realized that I'm gonna be traveling like quite a bit now that I'm here, and the bag that I was using just wasn't doing it for me. So I have a really good toiletry bag, but that one fits so much stuff, and if I don't want to travel with a lot, I want like a smaller bag that I can use. I love the way this smells. I don't know how to explain it. Sometimes I really want to tell y'all so many crazy story times that I have, but then I realize I just can't, because there's always ops. Like, why do you view my profile if you don't like me? Why are you on my page if you don't like me? Like, okay, mascara's done. I've been using this one. I really hope I don't get hungry during my workout because I hate working out when I'm hungry, but I guess we'll see, guys. I love y'all. Bye.
Get ready with me while I tell you things that I would never buy off Vinted. The first one is used pants. Who is even selling these in the first place? I do not want underwear that has been on someone else's private parts to then go on mine. Obviously, it probably would have been washed and I would obviously wash it, but still, I would just feel so unhygienic doing that, so no. Second thing that I would never buy off Vinted is Shein products. Shein is already relatively cheap and is already bad quality, so why would I buy something secondhand off Vinted from Shein when I can just get it from Shein? And also, most of these sellers double the price of the actual item that is from Shein, and it's awful quality, so absolutely not. The third thing that I would never buy off Vinted is worn socks. This kind of feels like the pants one, although it's not as like private, but still, no, I would not wear socks that have been on someone else's feet for God knows how long. The next thing that I would never buy off Vinted is designer brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, anything like that, because it's probably fake. Who is genuinely selling a real designer bag or a real designer product on Vinted? No. Half of them are very fake and they set them for a lot of money, and I will never trust it unless I get complete verification, but no, I would never. Next thing I will never buy off Vinted is used perfume. Half of them are probably refilled with water with a tiny bit of perfume in there, and they do put them up for quite expensive, so no, I will not trust that at all. I will just fully be convinced that it's just water in there with a tiny bit of scent. The next thing I would not buy on Vinted is gift vouchers. No matter how much proof they show me that it's not been opened or not been used, I will never believe them. Like, I will always be fully convinced that they've already used them and that the code is expired or the code has been used. I will just not trust that. I'm sorry, I can't. Another thing that I would not buy off Vinted is empty boxes or empty packaging for display. I'm sorry, I just think this is such a waste of money. Why would I want to buy a box with no product in? And half of it is so expensive as well. Like, I saw this glow recipe empty box for £20. You can get the product for £10 more. Like, no, I will not be buying that. And the other day I saw someone sell the Charlotte Tilbury advent calendar, empty by the way, for £60. Who wants an empty advent calendar? Like, I get the box is like really pretty, but no. Another thing I will never buy of Vinted is food or drink. I'm actually not sure if you can still buy this or not. But I do remember a couple of months ago when I was scrolling. When I was scrolling on my Vinted, I saw someone sell these like cartoon American snacks on there, and I was like, are you allowed to sell these? I would just never buy any food or drink off Vinted. That might be controversial because it might be wrapped up in everything, but no, I will still not trust it. That is everything from me in this video. Let me know if you want a part 2 because I'm sure there is hundreds of things that I would never buy off Vinted. But I'm all ready now. Bye!
I'm running a little bit behind. I need to be ready and have eaten, picked out an outfit, hair done in like an hour. I don't know how this always happens, but I always have less time than I think. Literally scraping every last ounce of this Giorgio Armani Luminous Soap Foundation. I'm a little behind because me and my sister had a boxing class. We both have tried boxing before, but it was a while ago and we're both very uncoordinated. So it was interesting. Besides that fact, I did love the class. Like, it was a great workout. My arms were burning. No wonder people who box have the best arms and abs. It's gonna be me soon. Danielle also loved it, but I think for a little bit different reason. She was like, I'm gonna meet my husband here. But I'm like, hey, if that means y'all come back with me, then okay. You find your husband, I'm gonna learn how to box and get great arms and abs. Rare Beauty sent me their collab with Tahine, and I've been loving this shade. It's very dark, but as a pale girly, I think the contrast looks really good on my skin. And I've been rubbing it into my hand before I put it on, so it goes on more evenly because it is so dark. Are we kidding? Bringing out the Lumify tonight. Another current favorite is Huda Beauty's Cherry Blossom Cake Powder. Pink powder. Favorite place to bake is right under my contour line. Really snatches my face. Well, we just skipped a bunch of steps because my whole Get Ready With Me just deleted, well, the second half of it that I filmed the rest of this look. I'm really annoyed because the makeup is eating. So we'll recap while I do some finishing touches. We're using this darker Patrick Ta blush. So pretty. Tonight we're going to a private concert with Kalani and meet and greet, which is so insane. I feel like I've been meeting such cool people lately. I just did a campaign with Millie Bobby Brown. Oh my gosh. So much going on. If you can't tell, tonight is already chaos. Also taught you all how to do my eyebrows in the videos that deleted. I've had so many people asking recently. I guess you all have to wait till the next Get Ready With Me now. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna end this here. Before things get even more out of hand, stay tuned for the outfit tonight. I love you all.